Okay, so now I'm just going to go over my notes from yesterday. I remember there's some stuff that I wanted to not have to recompute and things like that. Yeah, a lot of my notes were just about it seeming like I was close or slow to get to places. Yeah, especially game 3 as well. And I came to the conclusion, or at least I had the idea, that basically I'm not willing to skip enough stuff from First Stone. And it seemed like the minimal amount of stuff I need is basically 2 scrap metals and 1 piano wire, just because that's what I need for weapon and shoes from First Stone. The watch I can get later. Same with the bottles, or no, bottles are an avenue. Yeah, the last scrap is for magazine, which is the accessory, which I wouldn't finish the last stone anyways. And you know, piano wire I could find in chapel. It might be a little hard, but I could maybe try and do it. But the main thing I was noticing was that, you know, I had like one game where I could have left or teleported out of hotel like 30 seconds into the game. But because I was going for extra stuff, getting branches, things like that, I ended up leaving around a minute 20. So basically my theory, and part of why I'm so behind, or it seems like I'm so behind a lot of the time, is that I need to be much more aggressive about saving time in First Zone at the very least, and just getting weapon up, basically. Yeah, that's the main theory I'm going to be trying to test today. I also did some math on mastery stuff off camera. Basically to figure out, you know, how much mastery is needed to reach like weapon level 7, 14, and 20. Although 20 is kind of irrelevant, 14 probably mostly irrelevant in a game. But I think the biggest crucial thing is just 7, since that's when I get dagger skill. And one of the things I was realizing yesterday too was just that it seems like, or it feels like, you know, you get weapon mastery pretty regularly in the early parts of the game. But that is only because, you know, you're crafting weapons. And outside of that, the only way to get mastery is to hit things, basically. And so I looked at some of the stuff on the wiki. You know, it's around 5 experience for every 100 damage to an animal. It's obviously more for a player. You know, if we take a chicken, which I think on the wiki, you know, level 1 chicken has 200 HP. Well, 200 times 5 is 10, plus 100, which is what it had listed for the minimum amount of XP for killing an animal. So I assume that applies to chickens. That means that Vibroblade, because there's not an intermediary blue component, is behind by the other daggers by roughly 3 to 4 chickens, and would need like 29.3 chickens, you know, however much that's worth of XP to reach 7, and other stuff only need 26. So one of the main takeaway here is just I need to be hunting stuff more, probably. Or just fighting more. That's probably the main reason I'm so behind on mastery. It's just, you know, it keeps going up in the early game, and I kind of felt like it would keep going up, even though it didn't make sense for me to think that. Yeah, so that's kind of a review from last time. Another thing that happened too was that a while back, someone asked about dial-in builds on Scaz's Discord in the questions part. And someone linked, you know, this saved plan that Shubi Senpai made. That, or you know, if we go back, you know, you can see that, you know, made by Shubi Senpai. And they said it had a lot of notes. And so, you know, the friend that I mentioned before that I was playing with, I was interested in playing Lead Island, and I remembered this, and so I had sent this to him. I don't know if they read it or not, but I decided to look over it myself a little bit, you know, since they had mentioned that there was notes. And interestingly here, they do have timestamps for like when you want to get places. So, you know, hospital is where they want to start, so that'd be, you know, time 0. The unfortunate thing here for my purposes is that usually I'm measuring stuff by in-game time, like the total overall time, but they're measuring it with days and time left in days. So what I want to do then as part of the bot game is just yeah, it is just, you know, jot some notes down on like basically how long the first day is, how long other stuff is, so I can convert this to regular in-game time and then see what they think is an acceptable pace for this lead island build. Obviously, you know, different builds are different, but you know, this is a 5-zoner. In theory, I could do a 4-zoner quicker if it's any good. But yeah, so that's just something I want to look into. Yeah. So with that, I guess that means probably the easiest way to do this then is just to open up the recording for the bot game and just go to different times and write stuff down there instead of trying to do stuff in game. Okay.
Me? Okay then.
Yeah, I don't think, other than bottles, I don't think there's anything I can skip from zones. Oh, well, yeah, other than first zone as well. So just 2 scrap, 1 piano wire. That is the criteria. And probably pick up branch along the way if it's convenient. Since I'm going to the teleporter, the one next to the teleporter is probably about as good as it gets. Next best would be something in Avenue that just happens to be close to where I spawn or other stuff I'm looting. But yeah. Okay.
The experiment will now begin.
And if you're injured, I tell my patients to rest when they're exhausted. Shouldn't I follow my own advice?
So I can leave right now, so I will.
This is some high-tech stuff.
20 seconds. Let's go.
Where's the downtown pharmacy? I'll try harder.
Where are branches even? I think I'll go through here. I think there's some branches down there. And there's the watch.
What's inside? I'll try harder.
Oh no, those are rocks. I mean, still useful.
These could leave a bruise.
Let me craft more of my shoes, I think. Oh, at this point I do need branches for the dagger. I'm just gonna head straight to those.
What's inside? Should I start a fire? I'll try harder.
Oh, I should have prioritized building the components.
Is this someone's property? Alright, this came out well. I'll be really surprised.
See if I can find a battery in here. I can just teleport out, I think. Okay. I will grab branches while they're just right
Should
here.
I start a fire?
Oh, I didn't find any chocolate, which is a little concerning for food. Or maybe I did, but skipped it.
This is some high-tech stuff.
Okay, so now I'm at 2 minutes.
This looks unsanitary. I'm not too bad with my hands. They'll be really surprised.
Maybe second zone just has to be a lot slower.
Alright, this came out well.
Because just crafting more stuff. I think this gives me tiara. Yeah. And then there should be rocks here. Yeah.
A new area has been restricted.
These could leave a bruise.
At this point, since I have
Kinda
no
smells
food,
moldy.
I'll probably just grab a bunch of potatoes.
They'll be really surprised. Didn't you think this was possible?
I actually don't have enough for that. Okay.
This is some high-tech stuff. Doctors try to hold on to the patients that God wants for himself. Didn't you think this was possible? I'm definitely not losing.
Yeah, so this is substantially faster than I've been in the
Shall I
past.
test it on? Alright, this came out well.
Yeah, I have a whole minute and a half. I could do nothing for the next minute and a half and be on pace with where I was previously. Okay. I think might as well explode myself now.
I wasn't feeling well.
So actually, I'm gonna have some notes for the bot game. Okay. Okay, saved plans, lead island. Shivi-senpai teaching me the important things. Okay. So dock at 2 to 150 left is the goal. So let's see. Arrive at zone 2, D1, 2, 2. I think it was 150 left, which equals yeah, 2 to 150 left. Okay. So 40 seconds equals 0.40 to it's gonna be 0.50. Okay, arrive at zone 3. And so this is 1 minute to 40 left. E1. Left is equal to I could actually just add a minute to the other things, I think. Whatever. Okay, so that's, yeah, 140. 40 to 200. That's zone 4. See, so zone 4. Day 1 with 20 to 10 left. Or wait, was it 20 to 10 or did... Yeah, 20 to 10 left. I went way too fast. Okay, so 20 is 220. So it's gonna be 220 to 230. That's a strong thing. $30, and that was 0, 0, 10 left. 1. And then night 1 with 220 to 2 left. 2 left. Zone 5. Okay, so 3 minutes flat. Flat to 320. Okay, and so you know, obviously this is a different build. This is a 5-zone build, and it looks like the 1 minute heuristic thing I had before, I developed for my previous end zone build. Only really held true for arriving at 3rd zone, right? Like finish zone 2 at 2. The initial zone is a bit faster. Looks like they're expecting to spend quite a bit of time in zone 3 for this build. Or wait. Now if this goes from 1 to 140, they expect to spend about a minute in the 2nd zone. Like 40 seconds in the 3rd zone, and then 40 seconds. Yeah, it looks like it's 40 seconds per zone with the exception of the 2nd zone is what they're expecting here. Yeah, so if we look at the last zone with 3 minutes left, or at 3 minute game time, yeah, I guess I had all my items completed, but I just wanted to get food at this point. It's like a little bit behind from kind of where they expected their stuff, but not by a ton. I don't know, I guess 20 seconds is quite a bit. This is going to be at least 20 seconds by the time I finish making food. Okay. Well, anyways, I think now it's time to queue for an actual game with the 2 scrap 1 wire clause. Although I probably want to get a branch from hotel when it's convenient. Just because I'm gonna have to go potentially really out of my way to get it otherwise. And get the weapon online.
Me? Okay then.
I think the biggest issue still with this route is like it was much faster last time anyways, but I think food is still a pretty big issue. I had basically no food. That would have slowed me down a lot to just go looking for food. Well, if it is that much faster, it might be better just to count on Choco Pie boxes and some amount of cold noodles and not worry too much about food in Avenue. Yeah, another thing I'll need to consider too is I guess weapon mastery as a heuristic. I guess it tends to get higher the stronger people are, but if people are doing what I was doing before and just focusing on build, that means their mastery is going to cap out around 4 for a while. And so the difference between just weapon complete and entire build complete when it comes to looking at mastery is not going to be super helpful. Although I guess levels should account for that somewhat. because you do get levels from crafting things. Okay. Oh, cool. I'm all alone in a hotel. Yeah. No, not anymore. Yeah, so normally I wouldn't really have time to do the full process today just because I got other stuff, but I just randomly woke up at 7 in the morning and couldn't get back to sleep, so I just worked early and got off early. But that doesn't mean I'm a little
experiment will
tired.
now begin.
Needs help? I'm there. Should I start a fire?
I don't want to have to walk back for it.
I'm not too bad with my hands.
So now I really just need 2 scrap.
Is this someone's property?
Okay. Yeah, I'll check this last thing. Okay. So I'm leaving at about 40.
The person on the other side will get surprised. Where'd everybody go? There's not even any patients?
A survivor has been eliminated.
I'll try harder.
I guess I'll go down that way.
What's inside?
Okay, I think I have a weapon now.
All right, this came out well. Okay, perfect.
I think I do still need to actually find the battery
Is this
in
someone's
this area.
property?
I'll
I'm
check
not too
this,
bad
and
with
then
my
if it's not
hands.
there, I'll leave. Okay, I'll kill the dog on the way over. See, they're at 5 mastery. I don't really want to mess with them.
This might sting a bit. Oh no, you're bleeding. We're all animals.
I'll skip the lighter for now.
Is this someone's property?
Okay. I'm passing this way because I don't want to meet up with that Luke again very much. Okay, I'm gonna make this and then get rid of the other
A
thread.
survivor has been eliminated.
Smells moldy. What's inside?
Okay. Let's
A new
do
area has been
this.
restricted. A survivor has been eliminated.
I'm not too bad with my hands. I'll just open this up. All right, this came
A
out.
I need
survivor
rocks
has been
pretty badly.
eliminated.
Oh, I guess I should grab one of the things from here, but actually I can get both.
Kinda smells moldy.
Yeah, I really need rocks.
This might sting a bit. I'll just open this up. These could leave a bruise.
I should be crafting shoes first.
I'm definitely not losing. I am a surgeon after all. Everywhere I go, I find things like this.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Is this someone's property? Checkup time!
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have come all this way to look for stuff, but it's gonna be a long time to backtrack to get back to the
This looks
teleporter.
unsanitary.
There's also someone else here as well.
All right, this came out well.
Okay. I want to grab this console.
Whoa, I can see so far.
Yeah, I should have checked out this area.
I'll just
There's a
open
lot of
this
stuff
up.
here. I guess I got a little spooked because I thought I heard or saw some things. Although I should probably be looking to fight a lot more.
And this looks
Right, can I skip out on blue? I don't actually need to go to factory, but
I'll just open this
I
up.
think I have to leave at this point. I'm just not finding
The
it.
person on the other side will get surprised. Doctors try to hold on
I need
to
to
the
level
patients
past
that
it at
God
some
wants.
point.
A new area has been restricted.
So there's a fair number of people here.
How sad. They didn't find a doctor in
Including
time.
a Luke.
Is this someone's property? Whatever it is, it's not I'll just open this up. These could leave a bruise. As expected, I gotta try harder.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Really surprised. I am a surgeon after
A survivor has been eliminated. There are only 10 survivors remaining now.
Perfect.
Okay, so I still need glue. So I'm just gonna, actually I'm gonna walk over to the hospital.
Is this someone's property? We're all animals. They'd still be alive if they received proper care. What's inside? There's definitely something I can grab from here.
So they're level 11. Oh, they're at 8 mastery. They're coming for me.
I might get tetanus if I step on a nail. I'll just open this up.
Okay.
I'll just open this up.
A survivor has been eliminated. A new area has been restricted.
See so far. Checkup time. You can't find anything nicer than this. I might get tetanus if I
A survivor has been eliminated.
bleeding.
Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
I'll just open this up. Doctor's here. No, you're bleeding. Sorry, that must have hurt.
Actually, does the other one have me? Yeah.
I wouldn't want to scrape my legs on anything.
I'll just grab this other people down.
A survivor has been eliminated.
I can sit here until a patient shows up.
I'm not really sure what the best way to
See
get
everything.
back into the game is at this point. Oh, I thought that was a player person.
This fell out the back of an ambulance. Treat your wounds with more wounds.
Hmm.
Treat your wounds with more wounds. You got this here.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Guess that Yuki's killing people.
There's definitely something I can grab from here. What's inside?
I gotta make a bandage. I'll just pass on this.
This might sting a bit.
A new area has been created.
So there's a loop. See, they're at 10 mastery. I'm at 8. I don't know what kind of food they have. It's probably. Wait. Can I pick up this box? Okay.
I can sit here until a patient shows up.
I guess as far as food goes, I'll go to chapel for bottles, and then forest to maybe train like potions or something. Just farm along the way. Oh, that Luke just got Wick. Where's Wickling seen? Seen in cemetery. This is actually probably a pretty dangerous place to be.
How sad. They didn't find a doctor in time. Sorry, I'll borrow this for a minute.
Oh, cool.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Who is that? Is that the
There
Luke?
are only 5 survivors remaining now.
From here.
I guess I might as well fight at some point.
How sad. They didn't find a doctor in time.
Seems like
A
a lot of
survivor
things
has been
here.
eliminated.
Oh, they were probably fighting someone.
Checkup time. No, you're bleeding. No, you're bleeding.
Here.
A survivor has been eliminated.
I kind of expected things to go that
Someone
way.
is consecutively eliminating survivors.
But the time.
3 final survivors remaining.
I wonder if I should just fight more, just to end the games quicker, since I'm not super focused on fighting right now, or focused on routing. Okay. Anyways, let's get into the review. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start measuring it as arrive at zone as far as like logging purposes go. Yeah, actually, just looking at this, it's probably better to just always go up in this circumstance, because at best I go here, I find something, which, you know, or I need to find 2 scrap in there. But then it's really out of my way to go for this stuff here versus the, I think, 4-ish containers. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And it's also just where I ended up finding stuff. So like this time it was the correct choice, but yeah. So arrive at X zone. Here 0, 50, so waiter and things. Oh, I guess I can count zone 5 this time since I had to skip out on glue. Let's see, where do I spawn? It's probably better to check these two things and then maybe grab a branch and then go up this way. I guess there's the Emma here, which means that she's probably looted some stuff. So maybe it's less good, but if I'm optimizing for just checking containers, these two gets me, this right here gets me 2 extra containers. And then, you know, quickly go up there, and then I also didn't check this. I didn't see what this guy had either. So I should have looted this maybe. Yeah. That's empty, empty. Found some stuff. From here, should probably go up and then to the right. I think that's what I do. Yeah. So I still need a battery, but I could skip out on glass. Oh, I found the battery anyways. Yeah, so maybe I should have left right after that. Oh, was that the Luke that killed me? I think there was like only 1 or 2 Lukes in the game. Didn't show for very long. No, I think it was... Yeah, I just don't remember. Yeah, so now I'm getting a little bit of mastery. You know, I found the bottles anyways. Maybe I should have pathed up towards Luke. Just anyways. Alright, well anyways... Okay, 225. 225. So here, much later. Well, at least, you know, for this build. This is a 5-zone build, but still. If the reason for committing myself to 4 zones is so that it's faster, then I think it should outpace a 5-zone build, generally. I'm doing it right. I guess that also doesn't consider how big each of the zones is. Oh yeah, so here my biggest issue is that I haven't gotten any stone. I should like go back and see if I passed any along the way. See, actually, in this situation, since I went up here anyways, it might be worth to go over here for stone. I guess I'll just need to see how far out of my way I had to go as a result. Because right now, I think it can be assumed that I'm going close-ish to as fast as I can when it comes to just collecting items. Okay, this was just wasted time. I could have gotten those 2 things. Okay. That was some pretty quick XP. Let me get some rocks here, craft some things. And so right now it's 346. I think I remember everything being less than that. Yeah. I'm... See, 225. I'm like roughly 30 seconds past the cap. And so here I'm also just way behind. Okay. Yeah, then I just spent way too much time here. If I don't spend all this time here, the game's probably a good amount different. I'm still not sure if I could beat the Luke at the end, but probably at least would stand a better chance. The other thing too is that I'm not sure how much of me not finding stuff is just a result of me being slow at things. Actually, one thing I would like to note here is if I find bottles or not. Oh, that's the Luke I saw previously. Okay, yeah, the Wilton guy. So I did find bottles, I did see box. I did not see piano wire, which I do expect it to be rarer overall. Actually, I guess I might as well note down when I arrived in cemetery, or not cemetery, chapel. Okay, 5:21. 5:21. Which would mean I spent almost 2 minutes in alley, which is quite a bit. Yeah, I'm just doing no damage right now. Because I have no crit. Oh, I guess I have some crit chance. Yeah, I have some crit chance from 2 places. I also haven't been leveling up passive due to the habits I built with the other build. Okay. I think that's probably enough for this game. So let's get into it again. Actually, one thing I would like to see is from the time that I entered, what's it called, factory, to the time that I found glue, like how much time that was. Which, you know, in turn should be, or this is me reviewing. I need to get to the actual game. Okay. Yeah, so this is me running away from the Yuki. Okay, so it is 7:24. 7:24. That's 3. I don't find it till I get into the building, right? Oh, here. 7:49. 7:49 down blue. So it was roughly 25 seconds. And it's like half the time, or half the extra time, and half of the 2 minutes. Oh, it also takes time just to get to factory in the first place. Yeah, I think making good decisions about when zones can be skipped is probably going to be a big part of improving at routing. Let's see. Need to focus. Yeah, it also makes me think that maybe optimizing for a number of zones is a little misguided. And by that I just mean, you know, maybe fewer zones equals better when it comes to speed isn't quite right. There's probably some elements of how skippable zones are. And so maybe that's part of why Shubi Senpai's build is faster. I guess I could look at how much duplicate stuff there is in the build. That might be part of why it's faster, right? Because in a lot of these zones, it seems like there's a couple of clusters that are very rich in items, and a lot of the time you find what you need. But then if you don't, the amount of extra time you have to use to find what you need just goes way up. And obviously some of that, is going to go up with game time, right? Like if you're slower to get to a place, it will be more picked through, just in general. But yeah, skippability is something that needs to be accounted for more in what I'm doing. I thought some about trying to write some type of program to do this type of optimization, just because. Oh wow, 6 in archery range. Yeah, just because a computer can go and sit through stuff and crunch through numbers for much longer and than I can get myself to do. The issue is coding it in the first place, and I'm not sure how to get a good set of or a good listing of what spawns, what is in what area, and what items need to make and stuff like that. Basically just dependencies for builds.
The experiment will now begin.
I'm familiar with blood and corpses.
Okay. And I'm at 20 seconds. I'm gonna grab these two things.
Should I start a fire? I'm not too bad with my hands.
Just because I don't want to have to go even further out of my way for these stuff later. Okay, and I'm leaving around 40, which means I'm arriving around 50, so I'm on about the same pace as I was before.
There's not even any patience? I'll try harder. Didn't you think this was possible?
But this time I have extra rocks.
Okay, perfect. I'll try harder.
So you actually need a lot of stuff, so I should have gone up there, I think.
What's inside?
Let's see, slippers, I don't think I can skip on.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Where's the downtown pharmacy?
Also, I'd like to get a little bit of, but if I don't find it here, I'm just going to go to the... Actually, I can... At this point, I think I can walk to
Is this
Alley,
correct?
and we'll be about the same.
Whatever it is, I'll open it up for you.
Didn't you think this was possible?
My food is maybe worse than his. I don't know. I think Luke's also just stronger in the early game.
I'll just open this up.
At least as far as I know he is.
I'm not too bad with my hands.
Passive. Build a Choco thing. Get rid of extra
Kinda
bread.
smells moldy. I'll just open this up.
Okay, there's someone up and to the right from me.
Should I start a fire?
Make circle it.
Didn't you think this was possible?
At this point, if I find ramen, I
I'm
can just make
definitely
ramen
not
food.
losing. This might sting a bit.
A new area has been restricted.
I find places like this. I'll just open this up.
Wait, I'll actually need this.
A survivor has been eliminated.
What's inside?
A survivor has been eliminated.
All right, this came out well. Is this someone's property?
Okay, I have shoes now. I'm gonna check this for
Definitely not
glue,
losing.
and if it's not there, I think I leave. Okay.
This is some high-tech stuff.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Hold on to the patience that
A survivor has been eliminated.
That sounds like fighting.
A survivor has been eliminated.
didn't find a doctor in
I'm out of here.
No, you're bleeding.
I should have keyed to that chicken.
This'll hurt.
They'd still be alive if they received proper care.
Trying to big brain this.
Didn't you think this was possible?
Okay. I'm just gonna go back to chapel.
Doctors try to hold on to the patients that God wants for himself.
A survivor has been eliminated. A survivor has been eliminated. There are only 10 survivors remaining now.
Definitely not
Oh, that minus
losing.
was at 8 mastery.
I'll just open this up.
How do these people get all this mastery? That's what I want to know.
I can see everything. Check this time. Oh no, you're bleeding. You're all animals.
A new area has been restricted.
Oh, that Magnus is here. Or maybe it's a different Magnus, I don't know.
Faith might be more important than you think.
I guess I'm gonna make my way over to dock. Okay, never mind.
This might sting a bit.
Okay. Yeah, I assume they're done with their building. Yeah. Oh, actually, they're not.
Has my legend begun?
Wait,
I've read
was I
that
missing
monks
something?
used to work as doctors long ago.
Oh, right. Glue.
Amputations, compressions, wounds. This is the stuff I worry about. I'll just open this up.
Looks like it's kind of done. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. That Lennox is probably
What's
dead.
inside?
Looks like the Sylvia's not going to be too injured afterwards. And I do really want to find this glue.
This might sting a bit.
Let's see, where else can I find glue? Hospital is the only place left after this, but
I'll
it's
just open
restricted.
this up.
Okay.
A survivor has been eliminated.
I don't really want to deal with the Jackie. Let's see, there's a camera there, so they would know. If they have comms, they know where I am. Okay, I think they don't know where I am.
I'm definitely not
Yeah,
losing.
9 mastery. Maybe I just need to
Might get
fight more.
tetanus if I step on a nail. Is this how I got to this island?
Oh, that's not a box. I should also move this around.
A new area has been restricted.
I'll just open this up.
Wait, that looks like possibly a fight? Maybe it's just animals. Yeah, I think it's just animals. There's a good chance this console is taken, so I kind of don't want to just grab it, but I'm going to do it anyways.
Whoa, I I can see so far.
It looks like bears are gone.
All of my patients are out there waiting for me. Treat your wounds with more wounds.
See, how's that Bernice doing? Oh, 9 mastery, but not done with their build. Oh, yeah, like at all.
A survivor has been eliminated. Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
Might be dead.
A survivor has been eliminated. Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
Watch
How
your
long
step.
until it opens?
Just playing Ring Around the Rosie. This is what I want dagger skill for.
The hunt is on.
Treat your wounds with more wounds.
The hunt is on.
Wait, where did he go? Wait, what?
Is
Is he just
this
running
how I
faster than
got
me
to
at
this
this point?
island? Amputations, compressions, wounds. This is the stuff I worry about.
A new area has been restricted.
No, you're bleeding.
Right.
No, you're bleeding.
Survivor has been eliminated.
No, you're bleeding.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Okay. Oh wow, this
There are
person
only
was pretty
5
jacked.
survivors remaining now.
Might just grab some shade under the tree. Save this misguided soul. Thank you.
Okay. Wait. This thing is 900 feet. I can't.
How sad. They didn't find a doctor in time. I can see everything.
A survivor has been eliminated.
Look at the inside of my hat. I'm not a veterinarian. Look at the inside of my hat. Oh no, you're bleeding. With my hat. It's a gift. We'll take hold of
A
my...
new area has been restricted.
Oh no, you're bleeding.
Survivor has been eliminated. Someone
Oh,
is
they have fish and
consecutively
chips.
eliminating survivors.
Woods are at
3 final survivors remaining.
snakes, insects, ticks. No thanks. Save this misguided soul. Go away. Have mercy.
Wish I had a little bit more move speed.
I've read that monks used to work as doctors long ago. How sad. They didn't find a doctor in time. I could use a new bone saw.
Guess I'll grab console.
Oh, I can see so far.
Oh, the carrots over
This
there.
might sting a bit. Fill your wounds with more wounds. Sorry, I'll borrow this for a minute.
She keeps going back to that person.
The woods are actually pretty dangerous. Snakes, insects, ticks. This is my hardship. Go away! They're all animals. How about a rest?
Or if I just need faster shoes.
Excuse me.
I don't want to lose all the crit though. I want to value the crit just more, I think.
Faith might be more important than you think.
And I also don't actually have that much crit
A
at the
new
moment.
area has been restricted.
Actually, I think I'm gonna fight the Nadine. Actually, wait, no, the Nadine is way higher level than me. I'm gonna fight the Kiara. And go for a second.
How sad. They didn't find a doctor in time. Save this Doctor's here. Go away. How sad. They didn't find a doctor. Doctors try to hold on to the patients that God wants for himself. Sins will take hold.
Probably gonna go for that gold box.
I wouldn't want to scrape my legs on anything. I could use a new bone saw.
Yeah, I don't really have much use for that, but I think they would.
I can see everything. Sorry, that must have hurt. This is the hard word.
Well, you're either with me or the Nadine.
I'll just open this up.
Guess I'll look for wards. Oh.
A survivor has been eliminated. Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
Check up.
2 last survivors remain. Watch your
Doctor's here.
Where to?
No.
A survivor has
Okay.
been eliminated.
Ugh.
Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
But the timing was wrong.
Well, that game went much better than some of the previous ones. Okay. I didn't finish Wild Animals. Okay, anyways, let's get into the review. I think this was the game. No, I think that might have been the previous game. No, I guess it was this game. Yeah, I thought it was the previous game because I was near the because I saw myself near this container and assumed I walked up there, but no, that's where I spawned. Okay, so I grabbed that. Okay. Oh, that's the Kiara from the end of the game. Interesting. Yeah, I do think grabbing those stones helped a lot later on. And now I have my weapon with, you know, less than a minute into the game, which is nice. Yeah, this is where I was thinking I should have probably pathed upward. You know, over to here. Okay, so at this point, I reached a state that is theoretically skippable, just because I have some glass, but not all of it. It looks like, at least for the minimap perspective, time to get from here to here is about the same as to get from here to here. Obviously, I could teleport into an area in alley that has a better cluster of stuff, and so maybe that'd be worth considering. But, you know, this way I get to look a little bit extra for food, I guess. I don't really find anything. And also has the benefit of me not teleporting onto someone who is potentially doing much better than I am. Okay. So I think at this point, yeah, at this point I don't have the glass for optical camo, so it's actually not, maybe not as big a deal that I don't have the glue right there. Oh yeah, and this is where I try and kill the Magnus, but he teaches me a lesson. Let's see, itemization wise, we're maybe on somewhat equal footing, but I guess his burst is better than mine. And by equal footing, I just mean I have 3 purples, they have a lot of blues, but only 2 purples completed. Oh, I guess technically they have 3 completed items as well, if you include Metal Helm. So yeah, I guess they're just up items on me. Would I get away? Yeah, I wonder if they just like had already given up at this point, or if my standing there actually helped, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe I could fight that Magnus better if I had better food. I don't know. Yeah, so I am having some trouble just finding glass here. That eats up quite a bit of time. Oh, some of that was just from the fighting. Yeah, I probably just need to be able to be willing to fight people more when my build isn't finished. Maybe that's my bigger issue, is that I've been focusing too much on finishing builds and less on just trying to take fights, but... Yeah, I kind of kept padding for those people, but maybe I shouldn't have. I ended up not going until I had my build done anyways. Maybe if it was a battle between two really tanky people with low damage, that'd be a better thing to go to, because it would take a while for people to die. Huh. Okay. Anyways. Let's get back to... I just want to go back real quick and just time everything again, like I did previously. Okay. 0:47. Just gonna get rid of that. It's looking like this build is effectively a 5-zone build just because of the glue. Kind of wondering if I can swap radar out for something else just to make it a little nicer. I don't really want to lose the crit and attack speed. You know, for obvious reasons, but finding that second glue in alley, even as 3rd zone for me right now, has been kind of tough. Maybe it just has more to do with speed, but okay, I'm gonna call that 204. 204. So actually somewhat in line with that. Definitely faster overall. Yeah, here I'm spending a lot of time just building stuff. Yeah, and maybe the other thing too, that I need to stop wearing that dagger skill so much. 'Cause it's really not that much damage. Like, it does change the way I can play the game, but I don't think it's actually like that much damage. I'd have to look at what it is. The main thing is the little blink. 345. 45. So yeah, that's just too late by all accounts. Like, okay. Okay, so let's see, what did I actually take away from this game? I guess the numbers are a little weird, getting chaotic. I guess I should, you know, fight more. The food could definitely still be better on this route. As it seems like it's effectively a 5-zone route. At least it has been. Well, when I haven't just stayed until I find something, it's been a 5-zone route more often. Which I guess kind of happens by definition, right? If I stay until I find everything, it's always going to be 4 zones. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into the next game. Yeah, I guess maybe one way to think about this a little differently, and also kind of borrowing stuff from, it's not exactly just League, but you know, League-like games, is at least when it comes to fighting, maybe I just need to figure out what my, I guess, core items are, and then basically just wait till I get those and then start fighting. And a lot of characters I think can probably start fighting after they get weapon. Although I have an issue with fighting right now, I think it's just my food tends to be pretty bad early in the game. At least that's something that will probably hold me back. It's not like the previous route where I get mocha bread 2nd zone, and like a lot of it, like 4 things in mocha bread. Or the original build where I'd get a bunch of choco boxes in second zone. Here at best, I'm getting Choco Pies, which are only 600 and only 2 of them. I guess that's kind of what I did when it comes to me figuring out what I can skip, right? I basically just decided that dagger and boots were core items. Oh no, that's a lot of people starting hotel. But I kind of decided that, you know, boots and dagger were core items, and that I could not leave without materials to make those things. At least from first zone. That's probably a useful way to think about things.
The experiment will now begin.
Well, I'm there. I can't just go in there and rest, right?
Okay, I really just need scrap at this point.
What's inside?
I'm trying to run ahead of this person. The car came from here, so probably stuff is taken. Okay, at this point I guess I go here and make my way up.
Is this someone's property?
I'm not sure where they would have started.
These could leave a bruise.
Okay, well I'm going to be extremely slow this game.
Is this someone's property?
Okay.
Should I start a fire?
I thought I'll check this stuff out on the way to the teleporter.
I'll just open this up. I'm not too bad with my hands.
I'm basically gonna need to be ready to leave immediately. Right. Or yeah, I'll leave from fights immediately. I mean, when I get to the next zone. See, I took
This
about
is
twice
some
as long as I
high-tech
wanted to.
stuff.
Actually, I want
Is
to
this
see.
someone's
Okay.
property?
Just to see what was left in there. Since I saw the Yama go to it, so I kind of figured it was probably barren.
Where's the downtown pharmacy?
Okay, someone down to the right.
I'll
Maybe they're
just open
fighting? Oh, they
this
could
up.
just be killing something.
Is this correct?
Hmm.
I'm not too bad with my hands. Where'd everybody go? There's not even any patients?
Yeah, so my main reason for not going up over there is that I really
Should
don't
I
want to
start
run
a
into
fire?
people right
A
now.
new area has been restricted.
Because I know I'm extremely behind. I guess this will probably kind of put me more behind,
Someone's
but
property? Is this correct?
I kind of just need to avoid people right now. Like, it is the end. Yes, it's night 1, and I still don't have weapon finished. Cool.
These could leave a bruise. What's inside?
There's someone vaguely nearby.
Is this correct? Where's the downtown pharmacy? I can see everything.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't even have shoes done. Finally.
All right, this came out well.
Maybe if things get this bad, I just need to have some other place
I'll
to
just
teleport to.
open this up.
I don't know.
They'll be really surprised.
Okay.
A survivor has been eliminated.
I remember seeing chocolate
I'll
somewhere,
just
but
open this
I don't
up.
remember where. So I guess I'm gonna probably need to go to
survivor has been
factory
eliminated.
anyways. There's very little chance I find enough glue
Kinda
in the
smells
next zone.
moldy.
Oh, there's someone near the teleporter.
I'll just open this up. I am a surgeon after all.
So all I need at this point is glue.
They'll be really surprised.
Okay, I do at least have shoes now. Okay.
What's inside?
A new area has been restricted.
Oh, there's a lot of people here.
This looks unsanitary.
Where else can I find glue? I can find glue in factory. I'm kind of tempted just to go up and teleport to factory
A
right now.
survivor has been eliminated.
Oh. Goodbye, Luke. Thanks for not going on me.
Where'd everybody go? There's not even any patients?
A
I
survivor
should
has
have
been
paid
eliminated.
more attention to who all was at, or how many people were actually in factory.
Is this someone's property?
Actually, did I even check these things? Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, I think I go to factory
High-tech stuff.
and set up chapel.
A survivor has been eliminated.
I wouldn't want to scrape my legs on any.
A survivor has been eliminated. Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
All right, this came out well. What's inside?
Oh wow, I found glue.
Okay, perfect. What's inside? I
So
am
I
a
need
surgeon after all.
box and paper, I think.
I might get tetanus if I step
Yeah.
on a nail.
I'm gonna go and kill this guy. I haven't seen any things around, so I assume it's walk around. And the extra master will definitely be welcome. But there's always the chance of mithril stuff.
Something good better be inside.
I'll take it for now. Actually, it's probably... This may be better than magazines.
I'll just open
It's
this
definitely
up.
more damage.
Faith might be more important than you think. I am a surgeon after all.
Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the magazine
Okay,
and just use box for a chocolate pie box. I think it's probably people fighting.
Incredible! What shall I test it on?
A survivor has been eliminated.
Okay, I do not know
Is
where
this
they are.
someone's property?
A new area has been restricted.
Find a doctor in time. Didn't you think this was possible? Faith might be more important than you think. What's inside?
So if they have console, they will have seen me.
I can see everything.
How did
A
that look?
survivor has been eliminated.
8,
There are only
level
10
11.
survivors remaining now.
At 4.
What's inside? I hope you weren't lonely on
Yeah,
the way
limit
out.
test. Let's go. Pretty sure I just died.
How sad. They didn't find a doctor in time.
Does that mean they have vision on me?
Infiltration.
Right.
The survivor has been eliminated.
I'm here. Might as well go for a stroll. Okay, let's race. Uh-oh. Did someone forget to turn off the stove? Is this someone's property?
Let's see, where do I actually want to go? I have no food.
A new area has been restricted.
I'm just not sure.
What's inside?
I guess I'll just do stuff with fish. Hey, farm some bears.
You're supposed to hum.
A survivor has been eliminated. Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
Uh-oh. Did someone forget to
Maybe
turn
you
off the
TP in a
stove?
factory? Or that green box?
You're supposed to hum while you fish, right?
There's also lighters there.
Is this someone's property?
I could probably do something like grilled fish. Yeah. Got a minute left. Guess I'm pretty sure there's lighters there. Lighters, yeah, there's lighters in factory. They're also in school. I kind of like going to the almost restricted zone a little bit more. Wait, wasn't Wick in
The
like
person on
chapel?
the other side will get surprised.
Don't actually remember. Oh.
Amputations, compressions, wounds. This is the stuff I worry about. Double oh,
Cleaning is my specialty.
with more wounds.
Survivor has been eliminated.
Oh, okay. I did not expect to win that fight.
How sad. They didn't find a doctor in time.
I guess I'll grab that.
Compressions, wounds. This is the stuff I worry about. I've read that monks used to work as doctors long ago.
A new area has been restricted.
I'm not a veterinarian. I can see everything.
Okay, so that hedging is at 12, I'm at 10.
Check out time. I could use a new bone saw. Doctors try to hold on to the
Poison
patients
just good
that
for me
God
at
wants
all.
for himself.
And it's got Enad.
Is this someone's property?
Time for the
How
tried
about
and
a
true
rest?
technique of grabbing random things and hoping it builds into food. Actually, I want to stuff the Tree of Life in here. I'm not going to use it. See, if they have console, they'll know that I'm here.
There's no escape. Oh no.
The survivor has been eliminated. consecutively eliminating survivors. There are only 5 survivors remaining now.
Ooh, ooh. Might as well do this inside of the water.
I've read that monks used to work as doctors long ago. Uh-oh.
Ooh, I'm
Did
so
someone forget
fast.
to turn off the stove? How sad. They didn't find a doctor in time.
I didn't use food.
Survivor has been eliminated. Someone is dominating Lumia Island.
I thought I was gonna
But
beat
the
them
timing
anyways,
was
but
wrong.
okay. Alrighty. Yeah, maybe I'm just stronger than I think I am all of the time. I don't know. Also, optical camera might have been better here. It's no defense, but skill damage reduction. Oh no, a little bit of defense. I didn't think it's the extra crit chance. That's a lot of crit chance. Yeah. I don't know. I guess mithril for chasing, maybe. Okay. Probably mithril for chasing and optical camo is better. Oh, it's definitely better damage wise because mithril has no combat stats unless you want to include move speed. Yeah, let's get into the review. Actually, I'm gonna note here. Was an actual threat in game. I think definitely was a threat this game. I don't know. That might have more to do with the build just being better. Well, I tried it some. Let's see, I tried some yesterday, right? Actually, if I go to my info, match history. Yeah, so my first game today didn't go so well. The other games, oh yeah, this is where I died when I spawned in. Yeah, I actually had this super late. This game I feel like it was more luck than anything. I don't know. 6 games isn't really a whole lot of stuff to draw a conclusion from. And I also changed the way I was routing this time, at least in 2 of the games. Although, I guess in the previous game, I also was just like way more willing to skip stuff. Like, I opened 1 box in Alley and just kind of skipped everything else. I just went for factory instead. Which was more because there's a lot of people there and not because I wasn't finding stuff. Please load. Okay. Yeah, 148. Could not find scrap for the longest time. Yeah, so I'm going through here. I also spent a super long time here. Oh yeah, because I also couldn't find the battery. Find the battery 4 minutes in. Okay, I'm gonna call that 448. 448. And a lot of trouble finding 3 and only found 1. too. So after this, I think the notes are kind of pointless for when I get to places, just because I changed the build so much. Yeah, actually, I do want to go back and okay. So let's see. I did open up minimap, and if I was being more aware of things, I could note that there are 0 people in factory. Okay, but you know, 4 people in my current zone, not including myself. Yeah, so, you know, stuff goes on for a while. I do a little bit of farming. I think, was that the fight where I had to run away? Or no, this wasn't even me fighting yet. Oh, this is me just still finishing build. Oh yeah, this is where I decided I'm gonna fight the Luke just to do it, and I run into an Alex instead and almost die. And oh yeah, they followed me for a bit. And they start running away for some reason. I'm really not sure why. Oh yeah, and then this stuff happens, and I kind of barely managed to get away from this Sylvia. Let's see, what level is she? She's 13, so and the motorcycle should be, I don't know. Maybe she just lost interest. Yeah, at this point I still have 0 kills. I'm just like at a loss for what to do with food. And I just kill people. I do think I'm playing the fights a little bit better as well. Like, I've gotten more wall stuns and things. Like, I even got this wall stun. But, you know, Fiora here is a level up, 4 kills. She's got the Halo thing, which is pretty good. I have Mithril, which is okay, but not a lot of damage. By not a lot, I mean objectively less than my previous item. Okay, I do want to see how this plays out though. If I go in on her crafting something. Oh, the other thing. Oh, right, she took Wick. Yeah, the other thing I'm remembering now too is this build doesn't actually have any healing reduction. I'm not sure how much she heals, but she gets to a quarter health. She's taking 47. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 47. It's roughly 6 times, and it's like 300. So yeah, probably still not enough to make a difference here, I don't think. But okay. Yeah. Abandoning alley for factory seemed to be good and led to me being relevant. And it could also be I ended up finding some of the people that were just as weak as I was, or something similar. I don't know. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna be done for now. I am quite hungry and have other things to do. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.